We're going to have Rob Theriault. He's going to talk about the state of education in the face of XR and AI. I'm happy to bring him in as well.
All right. Hello, everyone. 10 minutes. Yay. Thanks so much. So I want to talk about the state of education in the face of XR and AI. And I did a similar talk recently and used only one slide. And this was a slide because I think it summarizes nicely where we are as humans facing the emerging technologies that are coming at us at a rapid pace. But to be a little more serious, the world is riding on the exponential curve of technology in every conceivable field, from medicine to education. And viewed from the left side, the hockey stick-shaped curve graphically describes rapid and accelerating improvement. It begins as a slow, fairly linear rise from left to right and turns sharply upwards as innovation builds upon other innovation. And viewed from the right side of the curve, it looks more like a tsunami threatening to overwhelm humanity. And I think this metaphor is appropriate because I think as humans, we tend to be overwhelmed fairly easily with change. Now, XR has a short history in an educational context and is at the fulcrum point of the exponential curve. In 2018, the first standalone virtual reality headset became available to consumers in education. It was the Oculus Go, and the Go ignited what I describe as a level of nerdism in early adopters that I've never seen in my educator colleagues. It took us from text-based communication to meeting colleagues and new colleagues in virtual places we had not imagined possible. And for the first time since the technology was developed in the 1960s, this immersive and experiential learning medium was affordable and scalable for education. The early adopters didn't see this tsunami as a threat to education, but as an opportunity to ride the wave and explore. And those who were not early adopters now find themselves in a state of FOMO, or fear of missing out, running aimlessly, trying to understand the true implications of XR learning. And they find themselves overwhelmed by the deployment challenges. I speak with educators around the world almost on a weekly basis, and this is what I'm getting from other educational institutions. And so my call to action for other educators is to explore and begin to integrate technology now. Don't wait. We've been exploring XR quite extensively for the last 5 years, and in fact, at Georgian College, we've integrated virtual mixed and augmented reality in close to 20 programs in multiple disciplines, and we're exploring about another 20 program areas, including architectural technology, indigenous language studies, English for academic purposes, tourism, fine arts, business, events management, interior design, interior decorating, occupational therapy, physiotherapy, pre-health, fitness and health promotion, museums and galleries, and quite a few more. And then November 2022 came along and ChatGPT was introduced. And after it was introduced, I knew the chaos would ensue in January 2023 when semesters resumed in much of the world. And generative AI completely disrupted essays and take-home assignments at the post-secondary level, and colleges and universities immediately entered the policing phase, what I like to call the Dolores Umbridge phase. And we're still in the policing phase. We've shifted a little bit into the efficiency phase, and I think we'll continue to be in the policing phase and the efficiency phase. And the efficiency phase is extremely important. But the trouble with colleges and universities is, while their centers for teaching and learning are often developing policies, or the schools in general are developing policies around the use of generative AI, teachers are left to their own discretion as to whether to allow students to use it or not, and that, I think, is going to become problematic as we move forward. So this disrupted essays and take-home assignments, and then along came smart glasses, and smart glasses have been around for quite a few years, but the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses are the top-selling smart glasses, and they're praised for their combination of fashion and function, including camera, speakers, and AI assistant. And these glasses, I'm starting to see them on students in my college right now, will render tests completely and utterly useless. And there'll be no policing them because this teacher cannot say to a student, remove your prescription glasses. Or in a couple of years from now, if we see AI connected contact lenses, please remove your contact lenses. So policing will be futile. And so how learning is assessed has been irreparably altered, damaged, disrupted, destroyed, choose whatever adjective you like. So we have to completely rethink how students learn and how learning is assessed. Currently, I'm working with our AI students to develop intelligent tutoring systems with smart glasses. These are AI mentors, so the student uses smart glasses with computer vision, can point at an anatomical model, for example, and say, what is this organ? And the AI will say what the organ is and will describe the 5 major functions and the major diseases associated with that organ. And the intent of this is not to replace teachers, but with AI mentors. But by using AI mentors at the intersection of XR and AI, it can do the heavy lifting of mentoring and tracking learning at the content level, in particular knowledge, understanding, and application. So teachers can focus their time with students on things like case-based learning, project-based learning, critical thinking, interpersonal skills, and interprofessional development. And so what I propose is that we completely transform education in the following manner, that we move from a marks-based system to a competency-based system. And in so doing, we need to transition to a more flexible semester system, as some students will achieve competency sooner and others will take a little longer. In the near future, what I envision is that when students register for classes, they will be issued an AI mentor that's vetted by the college or university, and it'll be downloaded onto their electronic devices, their computer, their phone, their smartwatch, perhaps an AI pendant, smart glasses, ideally augmented reality glasses, and also ideally virtual reality glasses. So XR and AI will give students visual, auditory, and tactile experiences. Lectures will be mostly replaced with experiential learning. AI mentor will know the student's courses and their learning objectives. They will engage the student in conversations, not just answer questions, as many chatbots do rather. And the conversation should be Socratic in nature. So the AI mentor is digging deeper into what the student, not just what the student knows, understands, and can apply, but also helps them exercise their critical thinking, their higher order thinking. And it will provide reports at regular intervals. It'll track education, it'll track their knowledge, it'll provide reports at regular intervals, analytics that the teacher and the students can use for their evaluation. The AI will mentor, the AI, so for example, using smart glasses, you can point at something and identify things. With AR glasses, a student can come out of a classroom and say to the AI, we just talked about the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. I don't completely understand it. The AI will ask a few questions to determine where the knowledge gaps are. And then we'll say, hey, would you like me to generate an animated graph? And so the AI and AR glasses will do that. And within the student's field of view, they'll see this animated graph. And the student might say, oh, this is fantastic. I really understand now. And but how would a patient with this organ failure present in a hospital setting? And then the AI might say, why don't you put on your virtual reality glasses and it'll create 3D content in real time, probably crude in the next 3 years, but it'll bring the student into an immersive environment in an intensive care unit where they're looking at a patient on life support, and the AI and the student will engage in a conversation around, why is this patient pale? Why is their heart rate high? Why is their blood pressure low? And so it'll be a truly visual, auditory, and tactile experience. It'll be a true experiential learning. And so AI mentors will transform how students learn and how learning is assessed, and education will become increasingly experiential. A student's personal AI mentor will provide individualized, adaptive lessons with visual aids and tactile experiences ranging from semi-immersive to fully immersive. And predictive analysis will inform the student when they have achieved competency or mastery. XR AI assisted learning will be transformative, and it will be the future. Thank you.
Awesome, Rob. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. We did have one question come through on the LinkedIn, which was, how do you see this impacting the college test prep industry? You got a quick 20-second answer for that?
It'll be done.
It'll be done. That's all we need to know. I love it. That's fantastic. I appreciated what you were saying there about shifting from a marks-based system to a competency-based system, and hopefully that AI will be more Socratic in nature. Hopefully it's better than the mentors I had growing up, because hooked on phonics still hasn't worked for me. So Rob, really appreciate you. Thank you. Everybody, these are being recorded on YouTube, and these streams will be available again if you want to catch all of that goodness. So Rob, really appreciate you being here. Thanks so much.
If you are not a member, please join. We're going to do this end of the year special so that you can join, get the white papers, get the trend reports, get to events, learn. So truly, thank you. That's cool. We got that discount code that'll be running all conference, and there we are. So if you're ready to build the future, you come to the website, hit a button, you'll learn more. We can get you included. And that said,